Hey fam! Welcome back to Paper Highlighter, your #1 hotspot for the wildest reality TV drama served piping hot and with zero filter. Let's dive straight into the madness. First up, 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love just dropped one of the craziest finales ever. Elise spills all about Carlo's double-life romance, Tiffany's confrontation, and how she found out she was being played only after the camera stopped rolling. Fans are already demanding a spinoff, and honestly, we get why. Meanwhile, Usman Sojaboy Umar is back in the hot seat. He's being blasted for body-shaming Colt and then crossing the line with the homophobic jab at Tim Malcolm during the tell-all taping. Tim snaps back on camera, and let's just say the drama is reaching nuclear levels. And speaking of the tell-all, longtime host Shaun Robinson is out, officially replaced by Sukanya Krishnan. The fandom is split. Some are cheering for the tougher questions. Others are demanding answers about why Shaun got the boot. Next, Rob Warne might want to brace himself because Sophie Sierra is rumored to crash the reunion stage, ready to unload every dirty secret she claims he begged her to keep quiet. Expect fireworks. Also, Chantel Everett is glowing like never before post-Pedro. After years of chaos, fans are celebrating her transformation, even as her mom Karen stirred the pot over Chantel's new love life with best friend turned girlfriend Ashley. Meanwhile, across Instagram, Amani Jlassi just confirmed she's all about Botox and fillers, dropping her entire $6,000 beauty routine and why she chased Bella Hadid vibes. Love it or hate it, she's owning it. And finally, Natalie Mordovtseva is done being called chaotic. She just landed her first legit modeling gig, stepping onto a national stage to represent bold, brilliant, and beautifully diverse women. Fans are actually rooting for her win this time. So buckle up because we're breaking down every shocking detail tonight. Don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the tea when it's this hot. Now, let's roll into our first story. Elise exposes Carlo's finale bombshell. 90 Day Fiancé just delivered one of the wildest finales in franchise history, and breakout star Elise is finally spilling exactly what went down when the camera stopped rolling. The Hunt for Love finale had fans screaming at their screens as Carlo's tangled love triangle with Elise and Tiffany combusted in real time. But Elise says the blindside didn't stop when the credits rolled. It got even messier off camera. Elise sat down with DailyMail.com to set the record straight, and the tea is boiling. She revealed that while viewers were watching Carlo bounce between her and Tiffany on screen, she genuinely believed she had the inside track on his heart. In fact, she thought they were a couple. Elise admitted, "I don't think I'll ever trust Carlo a day in my life again. I was blindsided. To see what Carlo was saying about me and what he was saying to Tiffany was a pretty big shock." And here's the kicker. Elise didn't discover the full extent of Carlo's double talk until she watched the episode back at home. Yep, she found out at the same time the rest of us did, popcorn in hand. Imagine thinking your relationship is solid only to see your man whispering sweet nothing to someone else on national television. But it doesn't stop there. Elise claimed that after filming wrapped up, Carlo booked a plane ticket to Miami to be with her. She believed they were continuing their romance, only to later realize he had been promising Tiffany the world at the exact same time. She confessed, "If I had known what he was saying about me to her, I would never have left with him." Elise admitted she did give him a chance post-show, dating for a few months, but the red flags kept piling up. She called him toxic, said she cut ties quickly, and ultimately walked away with zero regrets. She said, "I'm glad I tried it, but I'm even happier I ended it very quickly after Tulum." And in a shocking twist, Elise is no longer at war with Tiffany. The two women actually made peace months later, had a long talk, and cleared the air. Now Elise respects her former rival, admitting they could have teamed up against Carlo from the start. Fans online are already dubbing them the ultimate duo we never got. Meanwhile, Carlo has stayed silent. DailyMail.com said he didn't respond to requests for comment, leaving Elise's version of events as the only story in town. And let's be real, that silence speaks volumes. Viewers are torn. Some say Elise should have known better. Others are praising her for owning her truth and walking away. Either way, she's become the breakout star of the season, and fans are already demanding TLC give her a spin-off. Stick around, because this roller coaster is only just leaving the station. Usman Sojaboy Umar is under fire for body-shaming Colt and throwing out a homophobic jab at Tim Malcolm during the tell-all. Wait until you see how Tim snapped back on camera. It's explosive. In the reunion preview, Usman was caught making body-shaming remarks about Colt Johnson and then crossed an even bigger line with the homophobic jab at Tim Malcolm, who snapped back on camera in real time. So here's how it all went down. TLC dropped a teaser for the Hunt for Love tell-all, and fans immediately zeroed in on Usman's messy behavior. First, the host rolled a clip of him mocking Colt Johnson's appearance, saying, quote, "Right now, I look more man than him. He has a potbelly. I don't even know how a woman can see the penis." Colt looked blindsided. The audience gasped, and Usman tried to hide behind his hands. But it didn't stop there. Tim Malcolm, who has faced years of speculation about his sexuality, some of it fueled by ex-Jennifer Terrazona, wasn't about to let the insult slide. He shot back, "You are disrespectful, Usman. That was disrespectful." Usman tried to explain it away, saying he only lashed out in the heat of competition over a woman. But when Tim kept pressing him, Usman doubled down, calling Tim a female. That's when Tim lost it, snapping back at the cameras and demanding the behavior stop. The exchange quickly went viral, sparking a debate, not just about Usman's treatment of his co-stars, but about his long history of immaturity. Remember, this is the same man whose past relationships with Lisa and Kim were plagued with disrespect and drama. And during Hunt for Love, he was already being dragged for clueless comments about bisexuality when one of his dates opened up about her orientation. He straight up said he could never date a bisexual person. Fans called him childish and tone-deaf. Now, with the tell-all looming, the question isn't just what Usman said, it's how the rest of the cast is going to handle it. Colt's face in the teaser said it all. Shock, disappointment, and maybe even regret for being in the same room. Meanwhile, Rob, Elise, and other castmates could be seen whispering in the background, clearly uncomfortable. And let's not forget, TLC thrives on this chaos. The trailer promised nonstop drama, and if this is just the preview, the full tell-all is about to be a battlefield. Fans are already flooding Reddit threads saying they expect producers to lean into Usman's downfall for maximum ratings. One fan wrote, "This isn't a tell-all, this is an expose on Sojaboy's ego." Another posted, "Tim has his flaws, but that clapback was everything." Don't touch that dial, because the drama doesn't stop here. The tell-all shakeups aren't just about the cast. The host's chair has been completely flipped. Wait until you hear why longtime staple Shaun Robinson was suddenly replaced by Sukanya Krishnan. Shaun Robinson has been synonymous with the tell-all for nearly a decade, calmly sipping her tea while cast members ripped each other to shreds. But in a shocking twist, TLC decided to pull her from Hunt for Love's reunion special and tap Sukanya Krishnan instead. So why this sudden dethroning? Fans say the writing's been on the wall for a while. Reddit threads and Twitter timelines have been ruthless, accusing Shaun of being too soft on the cast, dodging the hard questions, and letting some of the franchise's messiest stars off the hook. One user wrote, "She doesn't push for answers, she just nods and moves on." Another joked, "I think she watches the show for the first time while she's hosting." Viewers also complained about her frequent mispronunciation of cast members' names, fueling speculation that she wasn't fully plugged into the drama. And in a universe built entirely on messy receipts, that disconnect became unforgivable. Enter Sukanya Krishnan, or as fans know her, Suki. She recently hosted TLC's Sister Wives Tell-All, and let's just say she did not play nice. Suki grilled Cody Brown like no host before, holding him accountable, bringing receipts, and refusing to let vague answers slide. Fans loved it, calling her the fearless truth teller TLC desperately needed. So when the Hunt for Love trailer dropped and Suki was revealed as the new face of the tell-all, fans went into overdrive. She's seen confronting cast members head-on, calling out their contradictions, and leaning into the drama with zero hesitation. The message was clear. TLC wanted a shakeup, and Suki was the answer. But not everyone is cheering. A chunk of the fandom still sees Shaun as the OG host, the calm in the storm. They argue her softer approach gave the cast space to open up, while Suki's aggressive style might push people into shutdown mode. One Redditor wrote, "Be careful what you wish for. Suki is great, but too much pressure and these stars will clam up." And then there's the bigger question. Was Shaun actually fired, or did she step away? TLC hasn't confirmed the details, leaving plenty of room for speculation. Some insiders suggest it was a creative refresh. Others think ratings pressure forced the switch. Either way, Suki is now the face of the tell-all, and Shaun's long reign has ended with barely a goodbye. For now, fans are preparing for a completely different energy on set. If Suki handles the 90-day cast the way she handled the Browns, we're in for a reunion that's less therapy session and more courtroom cross-examination. Some fans are popping champagne over Shaun's exit, others are mourning the end of an era. But one thing everyone agrees on, this tell-all is going to feel very, very different.
Keep it locked, because just when you thought the reunion couldn't get any messier, it looks like Sophie Sierra might crash the stage to expose her ex, Rob Warne's darkest secrets. And trust me, you don't want to miss that reveal. So here's the scoop. Sophie Sierra, who's never been shy about slamming her ex Rob Warne on social media, is rumored to be one of the surprise guests producers are bringing out for the tell-all. And if that's true, buckle up, because her receipts could flip the entire reunion upside down. Fans know Sophie's history with Rob has been nothing short of toxic. After their split, she accused him of sneaky behavior and even alleged that he offered NSFW services to men behind her back. At the time, Rob denied it, but Sophie has never stopped fanning the flames. Now, with the tell-all looming, multiple Reddit leaks suggest she's been spotted near filming locations, and insiders claim producers want her to deliver the knockout blow. One fan posted, "If Sophie walks out, Rob is done. The internet's gonna eat him alive." Another added, "She's thirsty for camera time, but I'm here for the chaos." And honestly, TLC producers know exactly what they're doing. Nothing guarantees viral moments quite like an angry ex storming in with a microphone. Sophie could potentially air out details Rob begged her to keep quiet, from messy relationship drama to claims about his double life. The speculation is already spiraling. But wait, it doesn't stop with just Rob. Sophie is also rumored to weigh in on Jennifer Tarizona's love triangle shenanigans with Rob and Colt. Imagine dragging Rob while also shading Jen for juggling two men at once. That's the kind of crossfire that turns a tell-all into a full-on war zone. Fans are already split down the middle. Some say Sophie deserves her platform to clap back after all the things Rob allegedly put her through. Others argue she's just chasing camera time and that TLC is exploiting the feud for ratings. Either way, Sophie knows how to deliver a headline. Whether or not every claim is true, the spectacle alone will have viewers glued to their screens. And if Rob tries to play it cool, the internet is ready to dissect every side eye, every stutter, and every beat of sweat.
The tell-all has always been about high drama, but bringing in Sophie might just push it into uncharted territory. Remember, last time she and Rob clashed publicly, hashtags about their breakup trended for days. Now with the whole cast sitting right there, expect plenty of gasps, tears, and maybe even walk-offs. Fans are practically begging for Sophie to take the stage, not because they believe every word she says, but because she's guaranteed to bring maximum chaos. And that's what a tell-all is all about. And just when you think the reunion drama couldn't get any wilder, wait until you see the glow-up Chantel Everett is serving post-Pedro. New love, new confidence, and a very complicated mother still in the picture. Once weighed down by a toxic marriage and a controlling family, Chantel has turned a corner, embracing her happiness, stepping into new love, and showing fans a confidence they've never seen before. Let's rewind for a second. Chantel and Pedro's relationship was one of the most turbulent journeys in 90 Day Fiancé history. From constant family feuds to betrayals and emotional breakdowns, their marriage was essentially a battlefield. Fans watched Chantel suffer under the weight of it all, with Pedro checked out and her mom Karen constantly inserting herself into every decision. But now, Chantel is done carrying baggage. In the latest tell-all promo and on social media, she looks like a completely different woman, glowing, smiling, and free. She's even stepping into a new romance with her best friend turned girlfriend, Ashley. During the reunion taping, Chantel openly acknowledged her feelings for Ashley, admitting that what started as friendship evolved into something deeper. It was a powerful moment of honesty, especially since she also used the stage to publicly come out as a lesbian. The reveal sparked cheers from some cast members, but surprise, surprise, her mom Karen was not thrilled. Karen reportedly caused chaos behind the scenes, questioning Chantel's choices and throwing shade at Ashley's intentions. Fans weren't surprised. Karen has always been outspoken, but now many believe she's threatening Chantel's newfound peace even more than Pedro ever did. One Redditor summed it up: Pedro leaving freed Chantel, but Karen might still hold her back. Despite the drama, Chantel seems unbothered. Her Instagram posts show her traveling, glowing in selfies, and leaning into her independence. Reddit threads are full of fans who admit they weren't always Team Chantel in the past, but are now applauding her transformation. One fan wrote, "I've never liked her until this moment. She looks genuinely happy, and it's refreshing." Another added, "She finally looks calm and centered, like a weight has been lifted." Of course, not everyone is convinced. Some worry Chantel may be rushing into things with Ashley, questioning if this new romance will actually last. Others speculate TLC might be setting her up for a spin-off focused on her post-Pedro life. Still, the big takeaway is clear. Chantel isn't the broken, exhausted woman we saw in past seasons. She's stepping into her power, taking control of her narrative, and living for herself, not for Pedro, not for Karen, not for anyone else. And fans, they're ready to see where this new chapter takes her. Don't touch that dial, because the glow-up talk doesn't end here. Up next, Amani Jlassi is spilling all the details about her Botox, fillers, and the $6,000 beauty routine she swears by. And trust me, you'll want to hear every detail. So here's what went down. Amani Jlassi has always been one of the franchise's most glamorous women, known for experimenting with her looks. Fans have speculated for years about whether she was all natural or not, and now she's set the record straight in her own words. In a playful new video, Amani starts by praising her genetics, joking about her high cheekbones and sharp jawline. But then she cuts the act and admits, nope, it's not just good genes. She's had Botox and fillers, and she's not ashamed to say it. According to Amani, her biggest inspiration was Bella Hadid's snatched look. To get there, she's been using Juvederm to sculpt her cheekbones and jawline. She revealed she only needed half a syringe on each side to mimic a natural contour, basically permanent makeup without the daily effort. She also admitted to treating her lip lines because she felt self-conscious and opted for Restylane Kiss, a filler brand she swears by. Amani described Restylane as her favorite for lips and jawline, saying it gave her a soft, natural finish instead of that overfilled plastic look. And of course, Botox, specifically for her frown lines. She revealed she goes in twice a year for all her treatments, dropping somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 each visit. In total, she spends around $6,000 annually to maintain her signature look. This revelation comes on the heels of her messy love triangle drama with Matt and Eni, which ended in divorce papers and heartbreak. Fans think the timing of her cosmetic confessions is no coincidence. Some argue she's reclaiming her narrative, shifting focus from failed relationships to her self-empowerment and control over her appearance. Still, reactions are split. Supporters are praising her honesty, calling her a queen for normalizing fillers. One fan wrote, "Finally, someone admits it. No more pretending it's just makeup and water." Another added, "Amani looks amazing. Money well spent." But critics are harsher. Some say she's glamorizing expensive procedures that most fans can't afford. Others accused her of chasing unrealistic beauty standards. A Reddit user snarked, $6,000 a year just to look like Bella Hadid? That's not relatability, that's desperation. Regardless of the debate, Amani seems unbothered. In her reel, she laughs, points to her face, and says, "Why hide it? If it makes you happy, do it." And honestly, that confidence might be her biggest flex yet. Stick around because the glow-up stories don't end here. Next up, Natalie Mordovtseva is finally living her dream, landing her first major modeling milestone, and fans are shocked to see this side of her. Natalie has always made it clear she wanted more than small-town life with Mike Youngquist. She left the woods of Sequim behind, chasing Hollywood lights, modeling gigs, and her chance at stardom. But for years, those dreams felt just out of reach. Fans saw her tangled up with Josh Weinstein, CEO of a modeling agency, yet no big opportunities materialized. Instead, we got fights, heartbreak, and more questions than answers. But that all changed this week. Natalie took to Instagram to reveal her newest project, and it's a huge deal. She's officially competing in the MS Nationality California 2025 program, an event that celebrates women who are, in her own words, bold, brilliant, and beautifully diverse. In a series of professional shots, Natalie showed off her transformation, sleek makeup, striking poses, and the polished energy of someone who's finally stepping into the spotlight she's been chasing for years. She captioned the post, "One stage, one sunset, one movement that celebrates every woman." For Natalie, it's more than just another gig. It's proof she's pivoted from being the unpredictable, sometimes chaotic cast member fans criticized on The Last Resort to a woman actively working on her career goals. She's reportedly been traveling, studying, and even undergoing cosmetic tweaks to get her ideal figure ready for opportunities like this. And fans are surprisingly supportive. One follower commented, "OMG, I'm going to go. You will win." Another gushed, "This is the Natalie we've been waiting to see." Even longtime skeptics admitted she looked incredible in the photos, with one Redditor writing, "I don't like her personality, but credit where credit's due, she looks amazing." Still, others are side-eyeing the announcement, wondering if Natalie's overhyping the competition or chasing validation. Some critics argue she's still more focused on image than substance. A snarky fan wrote, "One sunset, one filler, one more dramatic meltdown incoming." Whether you love her or can't stand her, Natalie is finally making moves outside the TLC bubble. She's even calling for sponsors and collaborators, signaling that she's taking this opportunity seriously and trying to cash in while she can. For a star who's often mocked for being directionless, this could be the start of a very different chapter.